Hey guys, Taylor here, and thank goodness the election is finally over. Thank heavens. In other news, I just put on one of my homemade bracelets. Isn't it pretty? I really like the charm a lot. Today, I'm going to be discussing an issue or a topic that I struggle with as an autistic individual, and that is sleep. But before we get started, I kind of feel a little underdressed for this topic, so I'm going to make a quick change. But don't worry, it's going to be fast. It's going to be just like that. What? I mean, come on, you guys really didn't expect me to talk about sleep in my regular clothes, did ya? So, let's go ahead and talk about sleep. Oh! Man, it's hot! This was a topic that first caught my attention 5 to 6 years ago, and I really didn't know if it was really common for people with autism to have sleeping problems because I'm one of those people. Earlier today, before I started filming, I did my own online research, and I found an article from autismspeaks.com that said that from a large study, people with autism tend to have sleeping problems and have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. I think this is because of the fact that people on the spectrum have their brains wired so completely differently that our brains pick up any type of sensory messages like noises coming from the street or downstairs, and we just think about a lot of stuff and our brains are trying to process that information. And so I think that our brains work a little bit more harder and more intensely than the average person's brain. So I think that's why we kind of have a little bit more of a struggle going to sleep and trying to make our brains shut off. And also, like I said, I'm the type of person with autism who has trouble falling asleep and who also sometimes has trouble staying asleep. And guys, I love my sleep. Sleep is a very, very beautiful thing. So you can see why this is a huge battle for me. I love my sleep, but it's hard for me sometimes to fall asleep, and it's hard for me at times to stay asleep after I've woken up. What I mean by having trouble falling back asleep after I wake up is when I wake up in the middle of the night and my brain just will not shut off to the point where I am able to fall back asleep. So I'm just, and knowing that I am not the only person on the spectrum and that my family is not the only family who's going through the same thing makes me feel a little bit less alone than I originally did. It's always a pick or battle with me because, like I said, I love my sleep. Whoever invented sleep and the term sleep is an awesome human being, because sleep, like I said, is a very, very beautiful, lovely thing. Okay, it's not that hot now. Before we get any further with this video, I just want to point out, I am in no way, shape, or form a doctor. I do not have a medical degree. I am just someone on the autism spectrum who is sharing my insight and my experiences with all of you to help you better understand autism and what we on the spectrum go through on a daily basis so that it could bring more acceptance and more understanding. But I am about to tell you guys what helps me personally fall asleep. Oh man, that tea is making me sleepy. I can't be sleepy. Not yet. I gotta finish this video. I cannot fall asleep on the job. One of the things that I've recently started doing was going to bed early so that I could get those full 8 to 10 hours in so that I could be well rested for my day. But I just cannot fall asleep. I would usually stay awake in my bed for about 2 to 3 hours before my brain can finally shut off and go to sleep. My mom noticed that this was starting to become a really serious issue, and over the summer she asked if I would be more than willing to try this all-natural sleeping supplement and this sleep aid. And so I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And honestly guys, this natural sleeping supplement or sleep aid that I take every single night before I go to bed, it helps. It really does help. It helps me fall asleep a lot quicker than it would take for me to fall asleep without the supplement. And plus, it's completely all natural. What also I do is drink my favorite sleepy time tea here. which I've been drinking for the past, how long have I been trying to film this video? Half an hour, so my brain is shutting down right now, and I'm right now trying my best to stay awake. So another thing that I would do is I would turn on soft, quiet, gentle music. That kind of music kind of helps my brain shut off a little bit and helps my body calm down and relax to the point where I'm able to go to sleep. And if you are someone on the spectrum who, like me, likes to have the TV on when they go to sleep and have the TV on all night for additional noise, or just because you're afraid of the dark, like I do, I would highly recommend turning on a channel that you know for sure will help you fall asleep. If you guys want my own personal recommendation for what channels to kind of tune into to help you fall asleep, shopping networks are the way to go. Another thing I'll also recommend doing when it comes to that type of scenario is turn on a movie where you already know what happens, you already know it from word for word, and you just already know what happens, so just pop in that type of movie and just fall asleep, which I have done more recently. Just play a little game of trial or error to find out what helps you fall asleep. And right now, I'm just about getting ready to fall asleep. Well guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you guys liked it. Also in the comments below, let me know about some other ways and methods that help you fall asleep. I look forward to reading and replying to your responses below. And finally, as always, if you guys like my videos and want to see more videos from me in the future, go ahead and give this channel a subscribe. Well guys, that's it for now. Until next time, good night! Now I'm exhausted. Good night guys, see you later. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bedbugs bite.